Hello and welcome to Dark Cloud. This is my favorite game. It's the game I played the most during my childhood. And it came out. I know. I think it's a beautiful game. It not re-released, but no, I guess yeah. It got re-released on the store for the PlayStation 4. But it was originally on the PlayStation 2. Hey, I liked it. Book was found. All the scholars who decoded it puzzled over the mysteries of the book. World with two moons illuminating the sky. The dazzling adventures of a young boy. But whether or not this is a true story, do you believe the story woven? Maybe it's a fantasy that existed only in his heart. Let me tell you the story. It's ancient tales of magical and magnificent. The hero of this wondrous tale, whose name is... Now, I actually considered keeping the original name, but because this is going to be a giant nostalgia trip, basically. And I'm going to name all the characters what I named back in the day. That's when I used to play this. By that I mean I'm only actually renaming two. Gathered quite a few of them. I had a hard time finding dancers with the right qualifications. Look at them. Dance of blood. Mixing the blood of witches, that of humans, is the key to breaking the seal. However, I do have some problems. In order to procure good material, you do need... So, yes, sir, thank you. So when will it happen? Very soon, sir. Let us enjoy the ceremony till it is time. Back, sir. Do you know the legend of the Dark Genie sealed in the urn? Of course. How much money do you think I put into acquiring this urn? Waiting for this. I've been waiting for this for years now. Now it's the legendary power soon be. "400 years ago, the Genie of Darkness appeared in the east, and with its evil power, the world was burnt away. What do you intend to do with such frightening power in you? See you." So now is the time. Yes, sir, it's so. What? Is this the genie? Different than I expected. Well, he's quite different than I imagined. The ancient dark genie. Is that it? Back, Genie. Welcome back, Genie of Darkness. I broke the seal. Therefore, I'm your master. Hi, how are you today? Louis, it's already started. Come on, let's go. Louis, it's already started. Come on, let's go. See, I told you. Should have heard. Come on, we're late. I'm a staff member this year, so I have to go. Sorry. Oh, she left you. Louis, hurry. Soup. Mom makes the best soup. Look, these insects squirm about. Start there. Louis. there. Can you hear me? Morales? Yup. Hey. Ahem. I am the Fairy King. Today it unites all nature's spirits. Sinwellian one, something bad's happened. And blinded by greed, arrived the dark Genie. This Genie is terribly powerful. Power so great that it could destroy the entire world. I saw it. One village being destroyed. Not just the village. Many villages destroyed. One night half the night. Be the men that performed the resurrection ceremony, probably thinking to use its black demon power, without realizing how darkness, pure darkness itself. Long ago, that so-called dark gene destroyed the entire world. Its malevolence is so great, bad thing that it happened. It has the same type of magical power as us, spirit. Fortunately, we aren't powerful enough to destroy it. Young man, see that you have a strong will, stand the power, and also a clear, kind heart. You might be able to fight against the darkness it generates. I have decided to stake our fate on you. Let me bless you with power. There. Surprise. It's called the Atlamil. It's a stone with magical power. Oh, don't look that way, boy. I'll explain it now. Too bright for your... Do you know where this is? This is no simple empty lot. This was your... But do not lose heart. As long as you have the stone. Its original form. See, just before the village was destroyed by the Genie, he saved the buildings, people by sealing them in spheres called Atla. It seems the Atla were scattered all around by its tremendous power. They were probably blown into a different places around the world. Probably thinks everything is destroyed. Must restore the world before. This is what happened. Absorb that which I sealed in the Atla, using the Atla milk. Bring them back. Then you'll be able to restore the world to its original. Be able to create a better world. You don't seem to understand what I'm saying. Oh well, I'll give you another lesson when you're at. So long. Lewis, hear them? You should be able to hear. Voices of the wind, voices of the trees, voices of the animals, voices of the earth. They're all calling for you. Lewis, you probably meet, say goodbye to many people. Talking to these people, you may receive clues to defeating the demons. For them, now Lewis, your adventure will begin. First, go to the village chief's house. He'll show you where to go next. This is Rome Village. Now, I can move the camera pretty fast, so my best to not be sick. Oh, Lewis, you are alive. Seems like we were the only ones in the village that survived. Never dreamt this had happened. One night and our village is gone. Believe this, Lewis. I feel so helpless. There, the village can't do anything about it. It's supposed to do it. guess the only thing we can do is to get help from the guardian of No Rune Village. Gran will not abandon us. He will help us for sure. I have a favor to ask, Lewis. Find Beast Cave and tell Duran what happened. Find Beast Cave is the cave outside your right-hand side. I've seen it before. I may be imagining things, but I sense something has changed about the cave. Be careful. There's this cave. I put things you might need in your bag for you. Don't get carried away. Get into trouble in it. Come back here and I'll get you more supplies. Good luck. This is the mayor's house, and I'll tell you the first thing about this game. There's secrets. A spiky bug's coming out. Look at that. We got a prickly. Can't do anything with it yet, but I'll tell you it's a very good sell. Oh look, he's got a door, a bathtub, a bed, a bookshelf. So many lights. Nice sitting area. Now, cave, he said, is on our way. You know, it's gonna take forever to walk over this, so you can go into edit mode. This is what the Edler. But you can also use this little fast travel. Sorry that the menus go black when the menus go black when I'm in the background. It doesn't usually do that, but I'm on emulator that I don't have a capture card, and I have like 2 copies of the game. One doesn't work past a certain point, the other one straight up doesn't. Big keyhole. Use item as squared. There was a way to fix that where I didn't have the black screen, but it made the game look terrible. So, unless I figure out something else, that's how it's gonna stay. For real this time, Lewis. From here on, you'll be put to the true test. Conquer this wretched divine beast cave. Find Duran's lair, your first goal. Since you're a beginner, I'll give you a lesson on how to fight the dungeon. First, to advance to the next floor in the dungeon, acquire a gate key for the floor. Each dungeon has a different gate. With the divine beast cave, Duran's crest will be the gate key is almost always carried by a monster in the dungeon. Must defeat the monster to acquire the gate key. You can't tell which one has the key. You must defeat them all, one by one. Next, I'll tell you how to return to ground level. Rather than advancing to return to ground level, mind connect. In other words, speak with your do this, so turn body to the ground level. Just select leave. Be aware, there are monsters left on the mind connect one. Blocked by their evil. In such a case, use the item escape powder. No Rune Village Chief has a lot of it, so be sure to get it before you go. Also use Mind Connect. Into the start next new level, so you don't have to worry about losing progress. Next on, be aware that weapons are breakable. Or you use a weapon, and it finally breaks. Broken weapons disappear. To prevent weapons from breaking, use the item repair powder. Store your whoops, your WHP. The longer you use a weapon by repairing it, magic monsters and thus becomes stronger. It's said that when a weapon reaches its full strength, it can change it to a powerful. Oh, I cast a special spell on your dagger so it'll never disappear. But all the new weapons you'll get during quest will disappear once they break. Don't waste your hard work by letting a weapon break and disappear. Finally, the important stuff. Sphere, Atla, where I protect and seal the fragments of the world. You see Atla, don't hesitate to touch it. You can absorb the contents of the Atla into the Atla Milia by touching. Return to the surface, you will be able to begin reassembling these fragments of the world. Oops, Today's lesson went a little long. That's it. That's it for today's lecture. Now, Lewis, show me your true ability on this quest. Go. Here we are at our first. It's very easy for me to just swing the camera around so fast that it's sick. It's not personally a problem for me, but I know I have that problem. So I'll try to be a little. It's our first enemy, by the way, dashers. Using the circle button, you can on enemies. Second, cave bats. Watch out, they're dickheads. They will poison you. Also, you notice on the bottom left a speed meter. We have a combo with it, but once we run out of speed, we can't continue. But the speed is just enough to build. If you attack and hold, you'll do that, which is basically a power meter. Just let it go once you're near the enemy, and you'll do a power attack. It's basically just that. It's the jump attack for most weapons that you'll. Hey, we already got the drain. Crest. I have spent dozens of hours in this game. Oh, hundreds. Definitely. The enemy can actually block our attacks. And you'll notice we might have been doing a bit more damage to that than we usually do. It's because we stepped on I forget what it's called. It's a little thing. Step on it, it'll give you a random effect. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. This time it gave us stamina. Stamina is a temporary effect that increases our movement speed and not doubles, but almost doubles our attack. I think for the first few floors, the only things we get are positive ones, and I think on floor 1, this is stamina. Watch out for the bats; they will poison you. Just make got a mellow bit. So when you're going through, want to collect all the outlaw on the floor. You can always come back, but you'll have to redo the. And while going through, you might find a waterfall. Waterfalls fully restore your drink thirst meter. That's it. Fully restore your thirst meter and HP, but it will not heal status effects. Except one. Nope. Can't use Drain's Crest here. Might as well eat it with it. He bumped up. Oh, and there we are. We are poisoned. It will do. It's either 2 or 14. But because we have stamina, that is our current effect, and it overwrites any other effect that we. So that's another buff to have compared to having the stamina. It's almost all, if I remember correctly, of the possible status effects that you get by just being there, being your status effect. Or there's only like other status effects. And it looks like our dagger is almost broke. But thankfully, it's whoops. Oh no, its abs are. We might as do both. Might as well do both. You can customize here. If you have any attachments, you can put them on your. There's 2 different types of slots, but I'm not gonna get that at the moment. You upgrade your weapon, it takes whatever is slotted into your weapon and permanently puts it into your weapon as it'll buff itself. You can repair from here. If you go into the item menu and say grab an item and use it yourself. There's two different items you can get on every single floor. That is the map and the crystal. Crystal lets you see all enemies, chests, items. Yeah, enemies, chests, and items on the map will let you see map geometry as well as if there is any question marks, which are back entrances, or entrances to the back floor. Ponds, gates, just, you know, every part of the level. Entrances to back areas are very special as they require an item. The item is different from every dungeon, just like this one will be a tram. I'm glad we saw it. Look at it. We did pass by it. This one is a tram, and to get back there you need something called let's leave the dungeon. I get ourselves two more now. Looks like you finally come back with some Atla. Well then, shall teach you as I promised. Peace is sealed inside Atla. Least by touching the Atla with your left hand, where the power of the Atla resides. Building and people that were sucked into the Atla restored to their original form. Once you bring them back to the ground level, you can arrange them as you wish. Back and forth between the dungeon and the ground level, you restore them. It's a mission. That's your mission as the one granted. Let us move on. This may be a bit more technical. If you want to place buildings, etc., use the select button walking. Press the select button again, go into edit mode. Assemble buildings that are full and place them on the ground. Seeing is believing. Try it yourself, or try it yourself. Must be faster than listening to my lecture. Ah yes, and if you forget these things, I forget the things I teach you. Manual. It's a guide for using Atla and other like you. Manual can be selected. Okay, the world's construction to you. Watching. So long. Now, there's a specific way you want to set everything. Which I will be. Let's see, we got Macho's out. You know. He seems like the type to be right next to me, so he can pop out and especially with a name like Macho. Close. that's all we have so far. Oh, Macho himself. It's absolute. Oh, inside and outside of houses, there'll be little chests. Have I? Recommend collecting them if you can. Except under certain circumstances. Oh, Lewis, I missed you, man. Smile really brightens my day. Don't forget to expand my room. Barbell. That outside. Careful with statue. Sword reels is out real fast when you hit it. Oops, sorry for jumping around so much. Build your sword's anti-metal ability. Take out monsters like statue, really. Fighting is basically what a man should live for, right? Fighting is what a man should live for. It's a basic fact of life, right? Hey, yeah. Sure, that you should ask. Alrighty, that's all he's got today. Only time you shouldn't collect all the you see is when you get run back to the mayor's house. No way of getting stuff like hair powder. You gotta talk to him. Only hope is Drain. Only hope is Drain. Dran has always watched over me. Or that Dran has watched us this time too. Help us. Really, it's time even Dran's windmill. Dran's magical power dwells is destroyed. This looks like no easy task. I'll put some items in your bag. I'll put some items you'll be in your bag. Careful, okay? With that, you've stored some items. He will give you one escape powder, one escape powder, one red, one water. I recommend every time you pop out of the dungeon, and you don't have extra repair powder, use this, or you only have one. Just use this, repair your dagger, and any other weapons you might have, and come to. And day progresses. It'll cycle through 4 stages of the same time. On options, you can actually make it so it goes faster. And I think that's all I shall do for you. See you next time. Have a night.